What up? What up, man? I was over there bush watching. Linda Field, Linda, what's up, Linda Fields? How you doing? Long time no see. He said, "What the heck is Bill Simmons smoking? He's smoking the green-eyed monster of jealousy. That's what I think he's smoking. Bill Simmons is smoking the green-eyed monster of jealousy. I'm gonna be smoking the green-eyed monster of that good." But I'm gonna play what he said, and then I'm gonna go outside and elaborate on what he said. Sorry, I'm late. I'm bushwashing on my brother live, but let me play it. Part of it.
You know, if they win that game seven and Jaylen has like a heroic game seven to beat Philly, the trade doesn't happen.
True.
Probably. What we never could have expected is him getting traded to Philly. Like you're just heading into Celtics are up 3-1 in round one against Philly. And if I said to you, they're going to lose the last three, and then Jaylen's going to get traded to Philly and play with LeBron, the odds would have been like 1,000,000 to 1.
Well, that's putting aside that we got Paul George back. If you're going to trade Jaylen Brown and you think it's time, trade him out west.
Nobody wanted him.
We see him once.
Nobody wanted him. This is the league MVP, Finals MVP. Nobody wanted him. What are they talking about? So because Jaylen Brown is the smartest guy in the room, or he feels like he's the smartest guy in the room, then you don't want him on your basketball team? How does that make any sense? What is the crime in him being smart? Oh, you know what? I hate to use the old racist trope, but they used to whip white folks for teaching us how to read, lock them up, do all kind of stuff. If you got caught with a book, they probably slash you and whoop you. They didn't want you to know anything. So, the guys that they promote to us are either crybabies, they either gun-toting jackasses, like I call them NBA dumb boy, or they can have sex problems, alcohol problems. All of these things are good. We can work with that. We can't work with the smart black guy though. We can't work with the black guy that can build a rocket. We can work with the one that think he a thug. This shit don't make no sense now. Everything done flipped backwards. This does not make any sense. I wouldn't give a damn how smart Jaylen Brown think he is. I wouldn't be in the same room with him then. I'll just let the coach have to deal with him. Now I get a strong-minded coach. We'll fine his ass if he talk too much. He better be the silent smartest person in the room until he get out there on that basketball court. But we know what it is. It don't have nothing to do with that. Jaylen Brown, if he want to get in their good graces, he need to start wearing purses. He need to start coming to the game dressing up in skirts like the rest of them. He need to come there and the little man purse, wear skirts. Um, sign with Nike, sign with a major. Stop trying to be independent. Don't say nothing else about Black Wall Street. I mean, these are all the things that I think that's the issue. I don't think it got nothing to do with no doggone being smart. I think that's the roundabout way of this Negro think he bigger than the program. And we're gonna show him that he not bigger than the program. Anybody who ever think about saying something about Black Wall Street that's in mainstream, that's making mainstream dollars, advertisement dollars, what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to make sure that he don't make any more money off of the court. So here it is. You have Jaylen Brown, who should have great marketability. Damn, I need to slow down on that word. He should have that great marketable. I'm done with that word. Moving right along. He should be great at that with his reputation being so clear and clean and no scandals, no DUIs, no baby mamas, everything that they say they want in an athlete, which it seems like it's upside down world. If LeBron, if he acted like a thug or if he was a womanizer, he would have been more mainstream. If he wear a dress, he'd be more mainstream. If he had a little edge about himself, dye his hair, but no, he want to be articulate. He want to go talk about Wall Street and NASA, making sure black players save their money after they done playing. That is a blip in the system. We don't want more Jaylen Brown. We're gonna use his dumbass former teammate that's coming off of an injury that he better be ready to play. Um, We're going to use Tatum to come out and not say nothing to his brethren that won a championship with him. We're going to have him come out and say something asinine in public. Oh, sorry. Let me not use that word. Let me dumb it down. He want to say something stupid out in public that you should not even say. I don't want to be the smartest guy in the room. Uh, what? Who don't want to be the smartest, the best, or whatever? Like Jaylen Brown is just striving to be the best person that Jaylen Brown could be. And if that's being the smartest person in a room full of fucking athletes, then that's not that hard to do. A lot of athletes just got passed on in school because they were athletes. I know a lot of them. So it's not that hard to be the smartest person in the room when you in the room with athletes and coaches. And Jaylen Brown is probably smarter than most people in the room because he actually went to an Ivy League school and he actually learned. So I just don't get the hatred towards this guy. VJ Edgecombe is getting traded to get AD. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. It sounds about like Collect Sports and LeBron.
At home every year.
There wasn't a market for him. That's the other thing.
Then wait for the market to develop.
These teams needed to hire you as a consultant.
Teams are going to have injuries. Wait for the market to develop.
Wait a minute. They're talking like Jaylen Brown is a scrub. Teams are going to have injuries. Jaylen Brown could be number one on Philly. It's either out of Jaylen Brown or Tyrese Maxey. Jaylen Brown can go to most teams in the NBA outside of like Minnesota, uh, outside, well, how many? Minnesota, Oklahoma City. Um, Not many teams that he can't be the number one option. Like, I don't understand. The dude averaged what, 28, 29 last year? This is a sorry, somebody called me. Don't start bloviating. Yeah, I'm a bloviate. Let me start bloviating real quick. This guy, this is crazy that this is the top. And then as soon as you put his name in the title, I tried to spell it wrong so they can goddamn let the thing go out and then change it afterwards. But I see right now that ain't work. I see right now that ain't work. I'm gonna change his name to just Brown. I'm not even gonna say his first name in my title no more because they can't stand this dude. Because Brian is attached to a sports agency that he can get any player he want, anytime, anywhere. You know, Clutch Sports can go get any player LeBron need. Shit, they got most of the players, and if they don't have the players, they have the relationship. So that's why when y'all have this GOAT debate, this guy is going to build a super duper team. If he trade Edgecombe for AD, now you got AD over there in Philly, and you got an injured. Well, you don't know how Embiid is going to play, but if you well, shit, both of them go down a lot. So, but if you can get any one or both of them healthy at the same time, you talking about damn near a guaranteed chip. That's crazy. Now, if he win a ring on this, I don't think it moves no needle. In my opinion, I don't. It doesn't move the needle. It'll be great for his legacy, but if he stacked the deck like that, nah, that don't move no needle to me.
Can you imagine him coming into Boston 2 or 3 times in the regular season?
Yeah. Well, he's in. I don't know if this is the best situation for him in Philly, but well, I guess we'll find out. But he went from it's time for me to have my own team to him being the fourth most important person on this team.
And how did that happen? Because of you media disgusting, deplorable, blood sucking junkies that are scared to let a person be an individual, especially if he's in the NBA or especially if it's going to mess up what you guys think is your bottom dollar. And it's sad. It is really sad. They want basketball players to just be basketball players. And then you wonder why these guys can't transition when they're done playing. You can't tell people to shut up and dribble for 13, 20 years. And then when they're done playing basketball, what do they do then? Or you just want them to shut up and dribble on television, or and then you want them to be out in the public doing business behind the scene? It don't really work that way. He said reading books upside down. This is crazy. I don't know. Bill Simmons sold all the way out. Nick Wrong said that. Man, it's crazy how Jaylen Brown one of this. He is one of the best players in the league. He's one of the top players in the league. You got to mention his name when you mention top players in the league, consistent players in the league, reliable players in the league. He fits all category. Two-way player in the league. He fits all category. This don't make no sense, man. So I don't know, man. That's my take. It's a sad day if you got to come down on a man like this, where he already missed the Olympics. He probably going to miss the Olympics in 2028. Um, all because this guy wants to be smart and wants to be an individual. All because he don't want to sign with a shoe company. All because this guy, and you know what the problem is? Jaylen Brown cut out the middleman. If more athletes was like Jaylen Brown, a lot of middlemen would be out of the way. A lot of these people that make you think you need them, because I told you, a lot of people don't know how to make money. They know how to steal money. They know how to give you the illusion that you need them through their connections. But if you already are well versed, like Jaylen Brown negotiated a $300 million contract, you would think that would get him some praise, but that put a bullseye on his back. Same thing in football. What's the quarterback from Baltimore? His mother did his deal. They was all over him. So I'm telling you, if there's more players start doing their own deals and start cutting out these agents like Jaylen Brown did, then a lot of people would be homeless. They don't want that. It's Lamar Jackson. Thank you. It's a good old boy. It's a good old boy system, and you can't skip no steps. Just like these rappers, they all got. I skipped a step. I didn't go to college, so if something happened to me, you can't sell no memorabilia at college for me. You know that's why a lot of these places they want you. As soon as some of these players something happened to them, their jersey sales go up. Something happened to a rapper, his album he go diamond when he passed away. So a lot of other people eat off other men's talent. And Jaylen Brown is cutting that out. He's going to eat off his own talent, but he's a little bit too ahead of his time because it's going to be a wave of people doing what he's doing. It's just right now he's the only one, maybe two. Yeah, it's only one or two people. Stephen A. Smith talked down on JB's podcast set up because Stephen A. Smith has a multi-million-dollar deal machine behind him. Yeah, that's because that don't even make no sense. He has no overhead. In that studio, it's about what he's saying. See, when people are not interested in what you really saying, you gotta have that. You gotta have all the bells and whistles. You gotta make sure your gimmick stick. But when people are more invested than you and what you're saying, they don't really care about all that. People listen to people on the street corner if they really are saying something. If you really are saying something that people are interested in, people don't give a damn what your studio look like. These other NBA players too busy wasting time with these live streamers. Yeah, they should be streaming them they damn self. They should be going on YouTube, Kick, and doing videos on their own. They could have another source of revenue outside of NBA. They should be showing their workouts. If I was in the NBA right now, the one part of my life I'm working out every day anyway. I would be streaming my workouts. How you motherfuckers seeing how pros train, lift weights, run, eat. I'd be streaming all that because I know you guys are interested in that. Give you a back behind the scenes look. This is the weight room. This is the cold tub. This is this. That's what I'll be doing. But these guys are taught to just, shut the fuck up and dribble. And I think that's the worst thing they could do. But you would think that people would rally behind Jaylen Brown. You hear these people cry about Black Wall Street when it comes time to go against white people. But how come nobody ain't standing next to Jaylen Brown and saying, hey, man, y'all stop talking about this man. I'm going to give Jaylen Brown $5 million towards Black Wall Street. I'm going to defer this part of my contract to Jaylen Brown's initiative for Black Wall Street. And let's do it. But no, those other NBA players are either too scared. Some would say scared, and some would say smart. And because they know damn well that if they do that, uh, some money is going to be leaving out of their pockets. So they don't do that. How do you feel about a wave of pro athletes saying millions of dollars isn't a lot of money? Well, I think that when they out of the league, they'll realize how stupid that sound. Whatever league they playing in, when they not in that league no more, then they you know what I mean? They won't be thinking that. And those are the people that use their money to spend it on clothes, cars, and women. That's not the people that use their money to spend it on making more money. Because if you making millions of dollars, and let's just say you spend some of your millions and investing in real estate and things that's going to bring you some revenue back, then you wouldn't be saying what you're saying. You going out and buying high rises that's kicking you off 80,000, 90,000, 100,000 in cash flow a month, 200,000 a month, then you'll start saying, shit, millions of dollars mean a lot. Millions of dollars are allowing me to go out here and play Monopoly in real life. Ooh, I like that building over there. I wonder if it's for sale. Ooh, I like that high rise, that McDonald's that's for sale, that shopping plaza, that Sam's Club, that the lease on that motherfucker is 30 years and you're making 18,000 a month. Little things like that. If they had the understanding of that, then they would understand how important those millions of dollars are. People go to banks to beg for money or try to get loans for the type of money that they're getting every month, every 2 weeks. So it's asinine to say some dumb shit like that. It doesn't make any sense. You could take that money that you're getting all that tax on and buy things that you can get passive income where you have a little more favorable to no taxes, especially if you set it up in a business. So I would love to take their place and make my millions back. I'll show you exactly what to do with it. You tell them niggas, hey, give me their contract. Some people got 1 year, $27 million contract. That was Draymond got. Man, I know exactly what to go do with it. That 27 gonna break down to a little over, man, he in Oakland, so that shit gonna go to 12. That shit gonna go to 12, 13 if he lucky. And $12 million liquid, you can make a lot of things shake, but Romo drunk self. What Romo did? Romo got drunk? Oh, I gotta come back and say something about it. But listen, man, that's my time. I gotta get up out of here, man. I gotta make something move. So y'all have a blessed, like Miss Yo Thoughts say. But y'all have a blessed rest of y'all afternoon. I just wanted to come in here and say that, man. Y'all got to ask yourself the question, though. Why don't most of these players stick with Jaylen Brown? Why are they not standing in solidarity with a brother with a conscious mind? Most athletes, they think about dumb shit. They think about going to the club, putting money in the back of a dancer's behind, drinking, partying, being half a street cats. Jaylen Brown seemed to be a well-rounded, base, regular person. There's not many regular people no more. Everybody want to be somebody. Nobody want to be regular. I just want to be regular. Romo got a DUI. Oh man, Romo used to be a cowboy. He gonna be fine. They ain't gonna do that, Romo. Yeah, they doing the same treatment as Kyrie, but it is what it is, man. Y'all, nobody ain't gonna step up with him because the powers that be won't allow it. What I just said on this goddamn remote, yeah. The powers that be would never allow that to happen. Anybody stand next to Jaylen Brown, you in the food chain. Same thing with Kyrie Irving. Anybody would have stood next to him, they would have been in the food chain. So people acted like Kyrie Irving didn't exist. You know, he fucked up. You know, he shouldn't have said what he said. He need to apologize. Yeah, because he went against Nike. He really didn't go against Nike. He just wanted to do his own thing. That's what I'm saying. You can't never make nobody make you feel like you have to do something. Okay, they're not gonna let him make a bunch of advertisement dollars. Jaylen Brown ain't crying about that. It's unfair, but it come with it. But he got $300 million that he can, do what he do with. The problem gonna be is the powers that be trying to drain his money. He got to be careful every woman he talked to. He got to be careful with anything that he do outside of basketball because there's gonna be people waiting on him to slip up. Because if you talking about a Black Wall Street type of situation, then that means we got to get to that money before you are able to implement your strategy. Because if they get to that money or are able to get him up in lawsuits and things of that nature, then he won't be able to do the plans and the things that he's saying. So I'm praying for Jaylen Brown. Hope he be careful. Stay away from them hoes, Jesse. But yeah, stay away from fake friends. But Jaylen Brown seemed to be smart enough to handle his own business. But y'all have a blessed day. I'm up out of this thing. I'm gone.